Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you've not been here before, my name is Neva and my fiance Louis and I moved from a new build to a 1970s renovation about 4 months ago. It was back in December 2021. So if you haven't seen any of our previous videos, I did actually do a house tour of our previous home, which like I said was a new build. So if you want to go back and give that a watch, I will link it on the screen. So as you can see from behind me, this is very much a renovation house. We've got a lot to do, but we are actually starting building work really soon. That should be starting at the beginning of June. So I have waited until now to do this video. I would have liked to have shown you it when we very first moved in, but we did not have any time during the moving process to get any footage of this house empty. So once we moved in, it was literally just piled full of all of our stuff, and I couldn't really get a decent house tour filmed because it was just such a mess. So we have done quite a bit to most of the rooms in the house. We've removed a lot of the carpets, the wallpaper, the polystyrene ceiling tiles that were all throughout the house. That's all gone, and we are now, I think, probably just in the calm before the storm. I know that things are about to get a lot worse when the building work starts, but I'm really excited because everything that we've done so far has had to be temporary because so much will change once the extension is built. I've also held off doing this video for quite a while because I really wanted to have the proper plans drawn up by the architect so that I can show you exactly what it is that we're doing and sort of explain it, as well as having a visual plan to show. So I think I'm going to start with downstairs. Downstairs will be changing the most, so I'll show you around and I will explain what it is that we're doing, as well as obviously showing you the proper plans, and hopefully you'll be able to sort of get the gist of how it will all look. Like I mentioned, our previous house was a 3-bed semi-detached new build, and we moved just around the corner to this 3-bed detached 1970s build. Our plans are to transform this into a 4-bed. So we are doing a double-storey extension to the side of the house. We're converting the garage, we're building on top of the garage, and then we're also doing a single-storey extension on the full length of the back of the house. So anyway, I'm gonna jump straight into it and show you around. Obviously, I just wanted to make you all aware that this is very much a renovation. It's a work in progress, and I think we've probably made the best out of the situation that we're in. We don't currently have a kitchen, we don't have any kitchen units or anything, so I think we've done quite well with what we've got. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna show you around and I really hope you enjoy. So starting with the front door sort of hallway area here, we've got this lovely red carpet, and then our shoe storage cabinet. This is from IKEA. This has only recently gone up. Before we put that up, we just had shoes piled all over here, so that has been an absolute godsend. We've got some ladders here, just ignore that. You are going to have to just sort of look past quite a lot of the clutter because we've got things dotted around everywhere. So coming around here, we have the stairs, and as you can see, we have started removing some of this wallpaper but not quite finished. Right in front of us is the kitchen, and then to the left is the open plan lounge diner. We'll go in here first. So this is our living room area. Obviously we've got all of the same furniture from our old house, which luckily fits in perfectly. If I come round, we've got our fire, which works perfectly. I do secretly love this fire. I'll actually be sad to see it go. So then we just have our TV over here, just sat on this sideboard for now. Lovely big windows. The windows in this house are absolutely huge. As you can see in here, we just pulled up all of the carpets. I do have renovation vlogs which shows removing everything, the wallpaper, the ceiling tiles, the carpets, everything. So if you are interested to see how it looked before, then just go back and watch some of those renovation vlogs. But yeah, we did pull up the carpet, and this carpet that we've got down was just second hand from someone that we know. So we just sort of cut it basically into like a rug. So we've just got one in this section, and then we have another one in this sort of dining area section here. So again, obviously just ignore the pictures and the mirrors and things that we've just got sort of stored in here. But this is the dining area. So obviously this is all just one big room that basically goes from the front to the back of the house. If I just come from here, then you can see the whole living area. Obviously we've just got our electric fire, which is completely covered in dust, but that's just being stored there for now with our Easter eggs. But eventually this will replace this. And on this wall we just have this little hatch that goes through to the kitchen, and there's also on this wall some writing from, this is obviously the heights of the previous owners and their two kids from 1986. I think there's one, yeah, there's one there from 1985. So there was only one previous owner of this house, which is obviously these. They bought it brand new for £3,000, I think they paid for it back in 1970, I guess, the early 70s. So coming out of this room, we just have a little under the stairs cupboard here, which I absolutely hate because I just feel like it's full of spiders, but we've just got a little bit of storage and our coats and things in there. And then this is our kitchen. So like I said, we don't have a kitchen. It was actually the owner's son who we dealt with. Obviously the elderly couple themselves that owned this house went into a home, so it was their son that sold it to us, and he actually just completely ripped out this kitchen before we ever saw it. I don't know what the kitchen was like in here. It must have been pretty bad for him to decide to completely rip it out, but anyway, we obviously knew that we were going to be doing a lot of work to the house, so we didn't mind. It's just meant that for the past few months we've obviously had to make do with the situation as it is. So we've got a lot of our like kitchen bits, lots of like glasses, plates, everything. All we've sort of got out is the essentials that we need for sort of everyday living. So we've got a lot of our things stored, just piled up here. And then yeah, we've basically got these like pop-up tables. So we've got two tables here. We've got a lot of our food just stored in a box under here, and our microwave, kettle. This sink unit was just left here as is. He's actually removed like the cupboard doors and stuff off it. But yeah, he also left these worktops, which I'm guessing were obviously from the kitchen, but they actually look pretty decent. We've got just sort of our cleaning products and stuff stored under the sink, some of Nelson's things, and then our washing machine. So we use this as a worktop basically. We've just got this little like sort of glass chopping board on here, and yeah, we literally just have to make do with the worktops that we've got. So cooking meals is not very enjoyable in this kitchen, but we manage. So yeah, we've got the washing machine. This cooker was new when we moved in because we did have a little bit of a situation whereby a house sometimes has to have a kitchen and like a bathroom and things like that for it to be deemed habitable. If you're getting a mortgage on a house, it needs to be seen as habitable by like the bank or whoever's providing your mortgage. And because he had obviously ripped out the entire kitchen, we needed some sort of cooker. So he actually bought this brand new and put it in for us. So the mortgage and everything went through absolutely fine. So that's just a new gas cooker just to do us for now. That will obviously be going when we get our new kitchen, hopefully soon. And again, just bits stored sort of in this corner. This is a little freezer that we did actually have in the garage, but for some reason the plug socket in the garage stopped working, so we had to move this into here. This freezer basically just stores Nelson's food because he has raw food and it has to be kept frozen. So that's Nelson's little freezer. And then this is just our fridge freezer here. So then over on this side, obviously again, we've just got some bits and bobs there. And then this red unit actually has all of our knives and forks, plates, bowls, pots and pans. Basically all of the essentials are stored in this one little unit. So that is our situation. That's sort of all we have out on display. Like I said, we only really have out the things that we need to use on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, this is our makeshift kitchen. Through this door here is a little sort of, I don't even really know what you would call this, just this little walkway section. So obviously this door right in front is the side door, so that goes out to the side of the house. To the left here is actually a downstairs toilet, which I never ever use, but we were very happy that this was here and that obviously there's plumbing and everything, because we do plan to keep a downstairs toilet in the new layout. But yeah, this is just a little downstairs toilet. To the right is the garage. So this is the garage in here, obviously just with a lot of things stored in here. We didn't actually have a garage in our old house, so this has actually been a bit of a luxury. However, this will be getting knocked down and rebuilt, and eventually this space will be a little bit wider and it will actually be converted, so this will be another room. I will quickly show you outside as well. So this is like the side of the house, and as you can see there's actually quite a bit of space here. It's not quite big enough to fit a car on, but it's obviously very wide to just be like a path. So this is basically where we'll be extending out. We're coming out 1.2 meters this way, so the house will actually go to about here, and we'll still be left with about a meter like path down the side of the house. So there was a shed here which was here when we moved in. Louis actually like dismantled that a couple of days ago. That's what all of this is. And as you can see in the garden, we had a full hedge along this fence here of conifer trees which had to come out ready for the extension. So this is the back of the house. So this window here is the dining room window, this is the kitchen window, and this little window is the downstairs toilet. So the whole back of the house is coming out 2 metres, so it'll actually come to around about where the grass starts here. So all of this stuff in the garden obviously needs disposing of. That should hopefully be gone soon, ready for obviously the builders to come in and start. So these are the plans that we've received from our architect. So I thought that this was probably the best and the easiest way for me to show you and properly explain so that you can see exactly what it is that is going to be changing. So as you can see in the top left hand corner here, this is the existing ground floor plan. So this is the layout that I've just showed you. And to the right of that is our proposed floor plan. So this is just for downstairs. We'll get to upstairs a little bit later on, but for now focusing on downstairs. As you can see, the hallway is pretty much the same. The only change that we are going to make here is to bring the front door forward so it's flush with the front of the house. As you can see on the existing plan, it's actually recessed back by about 60 centimetres, and we've got a step sort of leading up to the front door. So eventually we do want to bring that front door forward, and it'll just give us a little bit of extra space when you first walk into the house. That's something that we're not going to be doing imminently. It's something that we'll probably look at doing a little bit later on. So as you can see in the lounge, we are putting in a stud wall here. So this will be a separate front room. And on the other side of the house, this is, as you can see, currently the existing garage. This plan doesn't have the measurements, but the proposed plan includes a 1.2 metre extension to the side of the house. So this is the area that I've just showed you down the side, which is a little bit too small to fit a car, but way too big for it to just be a side path. So we're basically just utilising as much of that land as we can, because at the moment it's just sort of wasted space. So this will be 1.2 metres wider right down at the side of the house. So the architect has included a doorway into this room here. However, I don't think we're actually going to do that. I think we might look at creating some sort of storage here. So we might eat into a little bit of this room just to create a cupboard right at the front door for shoes and coats and things like that. But that's still sort of just an idea that we've got at the moment. So then at the end of the hallway where you currently walk into our kitchen, you'll walk into this large open plan space. So where these 3 points are here, that's where the back of the house currently ends, as you can see, and everything beyond that point is extension. So this is a 2 metre extension on the back of the house. This square that you can see here is a support beam, which unfortunately we are going to have in this open plan space, just because this is too wide basically for us not to have that additional support. But luckily I've managed to incorporate this column into the room, so hopefully it won't interfere with the layout too much. So as you walk in, as you can see to the left, we've just created this utility space here. So we'll have units along this wall, base units and wall units, probably a sink hopefully in this utility, and then we have put the side door on this side of the house, so this will take you out to the side path. So the architect has stated kitchen dining in this space, but we will actually be putting in kitchen, dining and living area. So we will have about 4 metres of bifold doors. Obviously they won't come into the house the way that they are on this plan, they will fold outwards, but then we'll just have a kitchen window here. So basically our kitchen will go along this wall, right down this wall and along this wall, so it'll almost be like a backwards C shape. and then we will have a kitchen island as well with a few bar stools. I am a few months off completing my interior design diploma, so if anybody is interested in the actual design plans that we've got for the interiors of the house, I can go into a lot more detail if anyone would want to see that. I have actually planned basically everything, so I won't go into too much detail now, but I can do that in a separate video if anybody would be interested. But just to give you a bit of an idea on obviously how it'll all look. So yeah, the kitchen will sort of sit over this side with the kitchen island here. The dining table will then sort of sit in the centre of the room here, and this smaller section will be a little living area. So we're thinking sort of a 2 or 3 seater sofa across here and a couple of accent chairs opposite. And the most exciting part is we are planning on putting in a real log burner here. So this room should be really nice and cosy and just a really social space. So then just coming down this section here, you can see we've got the WC. We tried to keep that in a similar location to where it currently is. So that'll just be a small basic downstairs toilet, and then this is where you'll access this other front room. So we are actually planning on possibly going with like sliding pocket doors for a few of the doors. So this one here, we're thinking of having that as a sliding door, so it's completely seamless when it's open. Same with the utility. If we've got enough space, we might do that. So the doors won't actually swing into the room, they'll slide into the wall. So that is our plan for the utility and for this room here. So at the moment, we don't really have a set plan for this room. Our thought process is more for the future. We will probably use this room as a playroom, somewhere to put all of the kids' toys one day. So we'll probably just leave this room pretty empty and focus on doing the rest of the rooms. But as we've got this lounge area, we'll also have a little living space in this back room. We definitely don't need another lounge, so this will definitely be something else. Like I say, a playroom, a home office, lots of different options. To the right here, you can just see these elevations. So this is the current front of our house, and then this is how it'll look once the extension has been built. Same with the back. So this is the current back of the house, and then this is how it'll look with the bifolds and a little kitchen window there. So I will now show you around upstairs. As you get to the top of the stairs here, again, there's stuff in this corner and there's lots of stuff on this windowsill. Half the wall's missing, please just try and see past all of that. But basically, this is where the double storey extension will be. The window will be removed and this will be replaced with a door, and that will take you straight into the master bedroom. So that is sort of the biggest change that will happen upstairs. We will probably just leave that master bedroom for quite a while. We toyed with the idea of doing that in the future because it's not essential. Obviously, we've got 3 bedrooms and there's only the 2 of us at the moment, but it just seemed silly to do the building work downstairs and not do the double storey at the same time, and we knew that if we did it in the future we would end up paying a lot more. So we've really stretched ourselves and we are doing the double storey. However, this bedroom probably will just stay as a shell for quite a long time, literally until probably the rest of the house is done. So the only other change really upstairs is to the bathroom. So as you come up the stairs, the main bathroom is right in front of you. This is the bathroom, and I would say that this is probably the worst room in the house, simply just because it's obviously the bathroom. It's where you come to have a shower and get clean, and it's just a bit old and disgusting. But this bath does not physically clean. This is the cleanest that I can get it, basically. Again, there were ceiling tiles in here. We took them down a few weeks back, so this is what the ceiling looks like. This is a very small bathroom as well, so we weren't 100% sure whether to do this or not, but we are going to extend this bathroom. Again, this won't happen for a while. It's something that we'll do sort of more in the future, but where this bathroom window currently is, this will be moved. So the window is going to have to go onto this wall, which is the back of the house. This is obviously the side of the house, and this is where the double-storey extension will be. So the window is going to have to be moved to the back before that double-storey extension can start. And then essentially what we'll do is just knock this wall through and extend, not massively, but just extend a little bit, which will eat into a little bit of that master bedroom area. But obviously we've got so much space in that master bedroom, we can definitely afford to eat into it a little bit, and that will just make this much more of a family-sized bathroom. Coming out of the bathroom, the next room is the second bedroom. So this is the second biggest bedroom in the house, and if you've seen our recent vlogs, this is the room that we've been working on. So this looks very different to how it looked a few weeks back. So again, we've just pulled the carpet up and put down this offcut. So this room now is used as more of a dressing room. We've got our rails of clothes in here, obviously my dressing table over there, and then we've put this daybed up. This wasn't up before, so it just looks a lot better all put together instead of being just dismantled into like loads of different pieces. Obviously, again, we have a little bit of storage in here. We also have these built-in cupboards which are in every room upstairs, so there's lots of things stored in there as well. But yeah, this room is looking a million times better than it was a few weeks back, and is a much nicer room to be in. So then coming out of the second bedroom, directly next door is the main bedroom. So this is our bedroom currently, and this is obviously the room that we will use as our bedroom until the new master bedroom is complete, basically. So we've got quite a lot of floor space in here, so again we've used a little bit of it for storage. We've got some empty boxes over here because I'm keeping hold of some of them because I think we're going to need them when it comes to clearing out the kitchen and the garage and everything. So we've got this chest of drawers that was obviously in our old house. Everything just came from our old house. So this is just our bed area here. Ignore all of the wires on the floor down there. This house has literally no plug sockets. This master bedroom has one single plug socket. So we literally have extension leads running everywhere in every single room. Hence why there's lots of wires down there. So just ignore those. But yeah, this is our bedroom. And then coming out of here, and the third and final bedroom is in here. Again, if you've watched our most recent videos, you'll have seen us messing about with this room as well. We've just got the desk up and organised this room. This again was just full of storage, so we've cleared it and we've put an offcut down in here as well, and just sort of created a little home office sort of space in here. Obviously none of the rooms are complete, but this is just sort of how it's looking for now. We've got lots of mirrors dotted about everywhere. There is storage cupboards in this room, so this section under here is like the stairs, but then These are quite big cupboards, so we've been able to store a lot of our stuff in there, which is great. So yes, that is the upstairs, and the main layout of upstairs will basically hardly change, obviously, other than this becoming a door here and us extending this bathroom a little bit. All the other rooms will literally just stay exactly as they are. So back to the architect's floor plan, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner here, this is the current layout of the upstairs of our house. So again, this is obviously just what I've showed you. And then to the right of that is the proposed floor plan. So as you can see, when you walk up the stairs, as I explained, this is currently a window here. It will be replaced with a door, and that'll take you into the master bedroom. So as you can see, this master bedroom is pretty much going to go from the front to the back of the house. So it is going to be quite big, and we're obviously going to use a bit of the back for an ensuite. So this is the bit that I explained with the current bathroom. As you can see, this point here is where it ends at the moment. So it's a very small bathroom. So essentially what we're going to do is knock this wall down, extend into this, which will be part of the extension that will be built. So all that it means really is that we'll have a slightly smaller ensuite, but obviously we've still got plenty of space for that ensuite, so we're more than happy to do that. And it'll create a much bigger bathroom here so that we can maybe have a bath and a shower in this room, and obviously just have a little bit more space for storage and things like that. And then the ensuite will just be quite a basic size ensuite. We'll probably just go with a shower. There's no need for us to have a bath in the ensuite as well. So yeah, upstairs that is pretty much the only change that will be happening. As you can see, all the other bedrooms are literally staying exactly the same. It's just we're adding on that master bedroom ensuite and extending that bathroom out a little bit. So I really hope that you've enjoyed having a look around our house, and I hope I've explained our plans properly. I really want to do it justice. If you are excited to see how it all ends up looking, then please do subscribe and watch our upcoming videos, because building work will be starting in June. So yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed watching.